watching Health Matters on Channels Television. You can join us in this discussion. We're talking about eliminating malaria. You can call the number 0808 054 2233 or send your message to CTV at CTV_Yomi O or at Yomi_Otaiwe. That's on Twitter. Okay, now let's talk about prevention. Prevention is always better than cure. Yes, malaria can be prevented. One way is, as we mentioned earlier, sleeping inside the mosquito nets, the long-lasting insecticidal nets. Likewise, we also have what we call indoor residual spray. What we do, indoor residual spraying, whereby the walls of homes are sprayed with insecticide. We also have malaria larvicidin, whereby insecticide are sprayed in water bodies around to prevent the larvae of mosquitoes from developing into adults. Malaria pregnancy, prevention of malaria pregnancy is another preventive method where we give sulfadoxine pyrimethamine to pregnant women during their pregnancy before they have their babies. So these are preventive methods. Likewise, our environment. We also can ensure that the environments are clean in the sense that puddles of water that we have around, we fill them. Our gutters are flowing properly such that we don't have any habitats for mosquitoes. So we have to sleep on the insecticide or treated nets. Yes. For pregnant women, they have to take the medication. Yes. But I think we have a call. Hello. Hello. Thank you for joining us on Health Matters.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us.
Hello.
Good to have you here. Go ahead with your question or comment.
Hello.
We can hear you.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us.
Good morning.
Hello. I think you can hear us.
Okay.
Okay, so we're talking about the prevention, use the insecticidal treated net, ensure the environment is free of puddles of water,
yes.
Clean our gutters,
yes.
Because sometimes that's where they are.
They breathe there. Then IRS, indoor residual spraying, larvicidin, the larva.
The larvicidin, what does that entail?
It entails, what happens is insecticides are sprayed in various water bodies that are around the environment so that the larvae of mosquitoes, not just Anopheles, but mosquitoes generally, so you have the Culex, you have the Aedes, the larvae of them, they are killed, preventing them from developing into adults. Okay, so that means the community can come together to do that? Well, not the community, the state. Okay. Identifies different larval sources. So that's government. The government, exactly. Okay. The government identifies different water bodies within an environment, within a locality, and then insecticides are sprayed into the water. Okay, let's see if the caller is back. Hello? Hello? Wow. Okay, now all over the world, the talk around malaria is elimination. Nigeria's prevalence rate thankfully dropped from 42% to 27%. Yes. What did we do right? Our preventive methods are very right. Many people are knowing very well that malaria can be a deadly disease if it's not properly managed. Our preventive methods have increased. So many people are sleeping under the nets. Okay. Let's see if the caller is back. Hello? Wow, I think there's something wrong with the network now. Okay, so you can go ahead. Many people are now sleeping under the nets. They see the importance and relevance of staying inside the nets. Likewise, our pregnant women, they are taking their medications as they should, preventing malaria. Then diagnosis too is also important. Diagnosis and treatment. Many people are now realizing that it is important to do a proper diagnosis before being treated for any fever that comes. So you're in a situation where you're stooling and vomiting and you attribute it to malaria, or you're tired or you attribute it to malaria. Proper treatment. Or you have body ache. Or you have body ache and you attribute it to malaria. So proper diagnosis is being done, and the medications are available for use. So definitely all of that accounts for the drop in malaria prevalence in Nigeria. Okay, so if we talk about eliminating malaria, how do we go about this, and how can the people also come in? Our preventive methods are one of the ways. Likewise, ensuring that there is appropriate diagnosis and treatment of malaria. And you and I have a part to play. What do I mean? The space you are occupying, what are you doing about it? What space am I referring to? Your homes. Within that space, in front of your houses, what are your gutters doing? Are they stagnant or are they free-flowing? Do you have a lot of rubbish around them? What have you done about it? Have you cleared them? Within your compound, is it clean? Do you have containers that can actually hold in water to allow it to become habitats for mosquitoes? Within your homes, are you sleeping inside the nets? Are you getting protected from mosquitoes? So what part are you playing as an individual besides the government? Everybody expects the government to do it, but you and I know we all are responsible. We all have a part to play. And until we do and realize that we all have a part to play to end malaria for good in our nation and the world at large, then we can, ensure that we are doing the appropriate and following proper methods to prevent malaria.
Okay, that's on the part of the people.
Yes.
The government.
The government, I can speak for Lagos State government. We have, we give like I mentioned earlier, we give nets routinely to pregnant women and children under 5 at our health facilities. We have done indoor residual spraying in 7 local governments in the states, namely Badagry, Ikorodu, Kushofe, Ojo, Amuwo, Dofin, Ekpe, and Ibejuleki. So those areas are benefited from IRS, and many of their homes were sprayed with insecticides to ensure that malaria is properly eliminated in that locality. Likewise, larvicidin. We have done larvicidin exercises in Kushofe and Surulere, and that held in 2015. So we have our drugs, we have diagnostic tools at the facility. So the state government is doing quite a lot of things to prevent malaria.
And of course, this is not just about the Lagos State government, it's about every government in Nigeria, whether it's the local government, or the state government, or even the federal government.
Everybody has a part to play.
Yes, because all of this larvicidin that you're talking about, it's as you say, individuals can't, undertake this. And so it is very, very important because we live in a tropical environment. And that's why some people say we are in a tropical environment. How can we talk about eliminating malaria?
If everybody plays their part, we can eliminate malaria in our generation. So you are preventing malaria, you are doing appropriate diagnosis and treatments, you are ensuring that you are speaking to everybody about malaria, everyone is aware about it. There's so much we can do as individuals to prevent and eliminate malaria out of our nation.
Mm-hmm. And let's quickly recount the part of the symptoms, because for children it can be really dicey. A child who might just be active, and then you would think the child is fine but could have malaria. What should parents look out for?
Any child that has a fever should present to the health facility for appropriate treatment and diagnosis and treatment. Likewise, the child can come with headaches, the child can have body pains, can complain of body pains, stooling, vomiting, sometimes as little as catarrh and preempt so many other symptoms. So anything at all, when you notice your child isn't the way he or she is, please go ahead and go to the health facility to get appropriate diagnosis.
And ensure that diagnosis is made.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming on today, Dr. Oshinawa.
Thank you very much for having me.
And thank you also for watching at home. This is where we draw the curtain on Health Matters. I'm Yomi Otaigwe.